Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Alchemist. We are back here in the marketplace with the Coin Lords, and let's see what he has for me next. My spymaster tells me that Burgundy Tear recently had dealings with a Sharn Syndicate underlord, probably one of Talon Darcy's lieutenants. If you can get him to tell you where this lieutenant is, my guard could pay him a little visit. You can find Burgundy Tear in the northwest part of the marketplace. Alright, fine. I will look for Burgundy Tear, and then we will learn about this lieutenant of the Sharn Syndicate. Ah, Burgundy Tear. Oh, please forgive any rudeness from my associates. We're simply worried about the fresco fragment I recently purchased. It's quite valuable, a tempting target for the criminal element in the city. I wish to retrieve it from my deposit box, but it will surely be set upon by rogues on the way back home. Well, you don't need to worry. I'll escort the fresco for you if you wish. Truly? Oh, Kol Koran be praised! I assure you, you'll be rewarded. My agent Zircon will withdraw the fresco from my deposit box. You can meet him at Lord Marksbank's side entrance. That's on the west side of the marketplace. Okay, I guess we can see about that. And I have arrived to the bank. I'm actually going to try this without a hireling to see if anything's different on here. If I can do it that way. This bank is closed before your arrival. But my VIP account gives me special access. Follow me. Your VIP account. Alright.
Zircon proceeds through the door to the inner vault. This Warforged must have impressive connections to walk into a House of Kundarek vault so blithely.
Wonderful. Now let's take it. You never know when some ruffian will try to steal it. Oh, alright, you open that up. Alright. Resist opening the deposit box. Yeah, I can resist that pretty easily. So I have to escort him so that he safely gets everything on the deposit. I want to thank you! We're being so gullible! Ha! Oh, wonderful. Now, the trouble is, I don't have any force spells or anything like that, which means it's going to take me a long time to bring this thing down. I don't think electricity does much to it. And I'll have to worry about mechanical dogs. I think I sometimes use a hireling in order to help to distract the dogs while I'm doing this. I'm hoping the dogs will go down a little bit more easily. Alright, then there you go. So that it won't take me too long out of the way whenever... Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm making some of these saves. Then I have to get back to this.
House Kundarak uses only the finest Kenneth crystals to protect its vaults. Normal weapons can chip one down, but such a crystal might be more vulnerable to certain spell effects.
Unfortunately, I think the only ones that's vulnerable are things like Sonic and Force. And I don't think Sonic and Force are the strong points of an Alchemist, unfortunately. But they should help against the dogs. I didn't think about that. Alright, there you go. At least I got that. Alright, that's how I take care of the dogs. I use the electricity on them. And I also give myself elemental skin. Actually, I'm not too sure elemental skin was the best. Probably the other one is what I should have used. Oh, hello. Yeah, that should take down the dogs a little bit faster. I haven't fallen yet, which is... Do I have an actual balance skill on this character? Oh, boy. If I do, I certainly have forgotten about that. I so rarely take balance. and it's not unusual for me to have a really pathetic level of dexterity. And now you go down. Alright, now back to this. Ah. How does a fighter get through this solo? Yeah, they definitely won't have sonic thing or is there anything like this. And there you go. I just try to get through these things as fast as possible. Now the question is, do they respawn based on when you killed the last one or when you started fighting the last one? That's a good question. Whew. Yeah, this one always takes forever. I again think that maybe it's based on when you killed the last one. If that's the case, then that could be a bit of a problem. It's nice to have... Oh, he finally knocked me down, I see. There you go. Maybe I should have taken a look at my skills to see if there was anything here that would have been useful for this. Check out my spell loadout, just in case. As I said, the most useful thing I have is what's to knock down the dogs. Made it save and it still died. Ah! Not much of a save. The other potentially useful thing about having a hireling is they could help you with knocking this thing down. The problem is, though, that I would presume it will have more hit points if you bring along a hireling. There you go. Oh, boy. I think you get the idea on this. I think I'll skip by when I go for the second one because I'm not too sure you want to see me knock down two of these tedious crystals. First, I want to get rid of this thing. Oh, I didn't get that down first. There you go, and oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's done. I'll see you when I get the second one down. Oh, finally got through that. I don't know how many dogs I killed and all that, but it looks like the city guard is in the area. Now, how do I avoid killing them? That's the reason why I didn't bring a hireling, because they're so fiddly in trying to deal with this section. But normally I bring one anyway and just tell them to stand. Just want to make sure. Let's see. See if I can get these levers off. Okay, boom, and alright, that's one. Now let's get to the other. Boy, this is when expeditious retreat is really handy. And
the last set of security bars retracts, leaving the exit clear for you.
Thank goodness. Well, I managed to get through it, and at one point I had 0 in the way of amount of power left. So, yes, killing those dogs took out a lot of energy. Let's get out of here. I don't like your friend Zircon. Fine, Flask. I did not expect to see you so soon. Yes, where's the fresco? Oh, Zircon stole it. The Warforged tried to set me up to take the blame. Oh no! I suppose I shouldn't have trusted Zircon. Ah well, that matters is that you're still alive. You should be compensated for your trouble. Here, take this. You're not upset that Zircon stole the fresco? Well, I'll hunt him down. You needn't concern yourself about that. Here, you should take this reward and forget all about the entire matter. Alright, but if you had a hand in this. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? Belt of Tumble, Shocking Light Pick, Unholy Crossbow, Chilled Light Crossbow of. Yeah, right. Ring of Nullification, Diplomacy 4. No idea whether or not that'll be handy, but I could review that later. Yes, I checked my skill list and balance is very high. It's at 10, which is pretty good for a level 4 character. And usually I prefer to go to Kier rather than go back and turn in the quest at the Coin Lord. A moment of your time, Pine Flask. That is your name, is it not? You see, I flew all the way here from Arganessen to pick up my new acquisition, a Stormreaver Fresco fragment. But I arrived only to find it stolen from the Lord's Mark Bank. Now, I'm a reasonable being, so I ask you, would you kindly return what you've taken from me? I would like to help you with this, but a warforged named Zircon stole it. I don't know where he is. Ah, Zircon. He's a Sharn Syndicate underlord, is he not? This time they'll choke on the trouble they've bitten off. Pine Flask, there's a Syndicate safe house right here in Stormreach's marketplace. Zircon will be staying there. Repossess the Stormreaver Fresco, and I'll forget all about your trespass. Go now. Zircon and the Fresco are in the Goldstone Manor between here and the Remembrance Plaza. Well, in considering that I had some role in its disappearance, I suppose it only is fitting that I get it back. And anyway, you don't want to have a dragon upset at you. At least, I don't think so. And yes, when he said that he flew in, he meant that quite literally, that he flew in
So
himself.
this is what a life of crime and corruption can purchase. All the more for you to smash while searching for the Stormreaver's fresco.
Yes, he meant it quite literally, and not that he used an airship or anything like that in order to get in. There you go. Oh, tech dogs. Well, at least they're flesh and blood dogs rather than those nasty dogs that we had to deal with in the bank. Oh, good grief. Those mechanical dogs. Hello. Sorry to trouble you. Those mechanical dogs were a real pain, but not as much of a pain as those stupid. That's one down. Those stupid crystals, because they really were a nuisance to deal with. And if you don't have the right skills, yeah, they take a long time to take down. Alright, that takes care of this. Furniture. I need to destroy 5 more pieces of furniture. Alright, now let's see. How about this away? 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is the forward-facing F. I have nicknames for all these little things. So the forward-facing lowercase f is what I think of it as. I'll just write a few more even though the optional is completed. Because you get that bonus too. Yes. For breaking more stuff. Now this side, I think you're not strong enough to bash down this door. Do I have a potion of strength or anything like that? If I had a hireling, I suppose it would be possible in order to do something about. Oh yeah, I'm going to need elemental skin for this one. So I think that gives me. What does that do? Oh yeah, it gives me some nice elemental resistances, and I'm going to be needing that in a moment. +5 to them all. But do I have a potion of strength anywhere in here? There seems to be a dog trying to get out at me. Oh, potion of mid power take, cast crazy, haste resisted, major armor resisted, spirit cake, all these type of things. But no, unfortunately, no potion of strength. I think usually I have a hireling do it unless I'm a fighter or some character like that. There you go, and there you go. And just for good measure. Alright, let's see. This one is the. Right, right. This is the one that's supposed to be the lowercase forward facing F. Right. Is that the one I'm talking about? I think that's the one I was talking about. I think this is 4 away from it. The sort of the backwards F is what I call it.
You hear gears behind the walls being put into motion, followed by the scrapes of a heavy panel being opened.
Fortunately, even if you don't half remember it, all you have to do is set that one in place, and this one you just keep on turning it until it opens. And that's good enough to satisfy
If the
that.
Stormreaver Fresco is an indication of how Zircon acquires his art pieces, then the items in this private gallery are likely stolen as well.
Probably. Dear Lord Burgundy Tear, I have the Stormreaver Fresco, and as you requested, I've set up Pine Flask to be blamed for the theft. Once you have my payment, bring it to my office and I'll give you the fresco. To open up the door, you need to move one of the items in my art gallery off its pedestal. It's the one I showed you the other day. Do resist the temptation to touch the rest of the collection. All the other pedestals have been protected by traps, and I would hate it if you died before paying me. It has been a pleasure doing business with you, Zircon Sharn Syndicate Underlord. Well, that certainly answers that question. Now, of course, I have to pick the right one, and it's randomly chosen when you go inside naturally. And this is why I put on that little bit of resistance. All right, let's take the. Actually, what is. My intelligence is my best one. Intelligence. Open the side panel. It looks like inside panel, but you can discern the system of gears and pulleys meant to trigger something. But whatever it triggers isn't inside the pedestal, so you have to. So you can't tell what will happen when the item is taken. So you can't tell what type of. Now, do they all have the same message, even the proper one? Oh, that's right, because the one you take opens up the panel in there, so they'll all have it in there. So an 18 intelligence isn't enough in order to figure this out. Oh, goody. Well, fortunately, I've got a nice splash potion to help me survive this when I take the item. And thank goodness for that resistance thing I took. Grail of Eternal Sleep. Ouch! Oh, that wasn't good. And see, what does this thing do? This is spider venom. Neutralize poison. Natural poison. You may have been poisoned by a trap and may soon suffer additional strength damage. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. That implies that I have strength damage right now. What's my. Doesn't say anything about suffering from strength damage. Oh well. What about this one? Oopsie daisy. I think that wasn't good. Yeah. Oh, that my elemental. No, no, my elemental spell skin is there, but I am definitely not going to pull another one without. That is. Oh, okay. Oh, that finally ended. All right, thank you. You're trying to decide whether or not I made my saving throw? Whew. Good. And unfortunately, it's hard to tell. All these resistances I've got. Oh, all right. Well, that's over with. Now, let's go and kill him, I guess, right? Yeah. Oh, Zircon! It's nice to have that thing going fouled up. Oh, hello! A wonderful, great time for the server to decide to play games with me. Are you done yet? Yeah. I hope the server stays up long enough for me to finish this quest. But you're supposed to be a patsy! Yeah. Well, that's what I gotta say about that. Oh. It says spot danger. What, is there another trap around here somewhere? And? Oh, this is the regular chest here. Racers of will bonus and fortification. Alright, I will take that. Now I think, see, I currently have fortification on this. So I'll change that outfit since I no longer need the fortification from that. Alright, now let's get the fresco and get out of here. Goodbye. Here you go, one Stormreaver Fresco. Ah, you retrieved the fresco. It is a truthful depiction of the Stormreaver. With this fresco, I hope to better understand the Stormreaver's role in the prophecy. I'll speak with the Coin Lord Urakamatu to make sure that you're held blameless for this whole matter. Farewell, Pine Flask, and may the Sharn Syndicate never entangle you in their schemes again. I hope so. Runic Trinket. Runic Trinket. Wizardry just 60 enhancement points to my maximum spell points. Well, that's nice. Spell focus mastery +1. Insightful potency. Insightful bonus to each individual spell power. Alright. Yeah. And I don't have a trinket yet either. Yes, of course. New item with lots of new powerful stuff to it. Who's going to refuse that? With all that done, I forgot to collect my reward from Maxwell Statler. Oh, for a moment I thought that we were done, but I should have known they couldn't hold a candle to a scrapper like you. Now that the Syndicate knows better than to bully us, I'll one day open the Dragtail Saloon to all of Stormreach. But this indicates then that I got credit for advancing the arc before turning in this quest. That was interesting. Cloak of Hiding? And a Cloak of Charisma. Or a Necklace of Protection versus String of Stars. Protection +2. Dodge. Exceptional Prudence skill. And +2 Health Necklace. Constitution. Well, based on me soloing stuff, maybe I better take the protection one. There we go. Now we can Speak with the Coin Lord so that we can have all this dealt with. My spy master already heard. Zircon is a Starn Syndicate underlord. Good work in ferreting him out. I won't quibble about what you had to do. Good, I'm anxious to get revenge against the Starn Syndicate. What's next? Whatever is next, we have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays The Alchemist.